which kind of fits what people want.
This year I've been working with young people throughout the entirety of England, asking how the pandemic has affected them. UCL and the Ubele initiative teamed up and using sources like Maptioneer asked questions about people's employment, mental health, financial status and education. We wanted to target the 18 to 35-year-old demographic because we feel like their voices are unheard. Following the stories of these young people, we can see how inspirational they are when navigating space through a global pandemic.
I spent the entire year indoors and it really had me just thinking and reflecting about life. My community has changed so much. The area of Elephant and Castle has changed a lot. The shopping centre is gone, it's closed, and a lot of the small businesses have moved where the new builds are, and everything just feels really different in the area. And to me, it's quite saddening because it feels like the community is changing, yet it doesn't feel like there's any physical community because we've all been isolating at home, and each time I go outside, I feel somewhat like a stranger.
I found freelance work, which has been great, and some more kind of self-employed stuff, which has also been really good. It gave me time to focus on the creative things that I wanted to do anyway, and I had been saying that I was going to, work just being a creative and not work for the man anymore.
I'm naturally introverted. Also, I thought, I've discovered during the pandemic that I'm probably an extrovert that just never found my crew or my people.
It was definitely a kind of disassociative period, I think, like in terms of what we were doing. And a lot of my work was kind of just helping other people. And I think I kind of neglected myself in that. So I was just thinking of, does this young person have support? Does this young person's family have support? What can we do to help them? And it would just be continuous.
This idea of navigating this space and this lockdown and being quarantined and isolated, and I've been shielding in place, as I said, for the majority of a year, and completely changed my lifestyle.
I've just been struggling a bit with like my race in the house, and this isn't against any of my housemates, but I am like the only one of colour in my house, and sometimes I can feel it more, maybe because like I'm in the house just a lot more.
I've really appreciated being able to put boundaries in place in my home living situation. And by that I just mean like closing my doors at particular times and having the space to kind of just be on my own and process things.
Going back into lockdown during the winter months took another toll on my mental health, and it was really, really hard. Like, I'm in a small flat with 4 of my other family members, and at a certain point, you're gonna butt heads.
But I think it's most adversely affected my 8-year-old son, and in terms of socializing, mental stimulation, being able to just be himself without having mommy and daddy as teacher and Judge Dredd in his life. And that's been the most difficult thing to navigate, in all honesty.
Like the government, they have not been educating people on how to strengthen your immune system, strengthen your mind, because so many young men and women have been dying of suicide during this pandemic. People have lost their jobs, people have lost their relationships, people are just down, people can't go nowhere.
I miss those interactions that you have without thinking about space so much.
There's been a lot of times during this pandemic to actually find things that you want to do and, make decisions about your life, because life can be so short. And I think that's what this pandemic has even revealed, that you really have to take every opportunity and not sit idly by and think that life is, eternal, because I guess life on earth isn't really eternal.
It was so wonderful having like-minded people to meet up with and talk with. Yes, it's via Zoom, but having a project to work towards, having something to focus on has been so valuable and so wonderful. And I just think, Ubele and UCL have done an amazing job with that, and Yeah, it's just been wonderful, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of it.
It's clear to see that COVID-19 has affected us all in many different ways. It's also truly inspirational to see how young people have adapted to navigating space during these times. We're hoping that after watching this, you're able to take something positive whilst navigating your journey through COVID-19.